Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces. Woo! How is everybody doing today? Today is Friday the 13th. I always have good luck on Friday the 13th. And earlier this morning, I was singing to my kids, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Anyways, that was a little of my weirdness coming out, but what is today? Divine intervention. I've been repeatedly seeing carpenter ants, and I was wondering, what does that mean? So I finally looked it up. I've been seeing it for a few days, and well, one, carpenter ants working with wood. Who works with wood? Jesus was a carpenter. So, it also means perseverance and letting go of your ego and compromising for the better of all. What I'm getting out of that is also I had a dream last night that I was eating glass. I know that is so weird, but when I looked that up, it's basically today, do not fear, okay? When you dream of eating glass, it means that subconsciously you are worried about something, you're fearing something, somebody's trying to intimidate you, and you just want to run from it, or you're trying to ignore it, but this person is emotionally trying to hurt you or bait you, okay? So today, be careful, because in the last 2 days, I have been attacked. And basically what's been going on is that I am like, little by little, I'm starting to understand and seeing the big picture for why things happen to me in my life. And I think this will probably resonate with a lot of people out there, especially if you guys have been watching me. But, and you're probably going through the same thing as well. Basically, when I said God is going to set a table, the table's been set. And now the dominoes are going to start singly. It's not going to be a huge event. I know everyone keeps saying 555, expect sudden changes. This energy is working very slow. So it's going to be 1 domino, 2 domino, you know what I mean? And little by little, I'm starting to see the effect, okay? So every person that has ever hurt you, it's all coming back to them through their dreams first, okay? And then it's playing out in their life. They wanted to fear you. They wanted to get rid of you, get you, you know, so that way the truth would not come out, so they would not be exposed. You know, a lot of people will take my life, for example. I have a lot of people that stole a lot of money from me. They try to take my, you know, my light, my energy, my integrity. I couldn't find a job for almost 2 years because I had a group of men that told everybody that I was lying on my resume and that I was just I was a whore, you know, and I'm on welfare, and I'm lying on my resume that I never went to college, I was never in the military, and now I'm going to see the chips fall on these guys, okay? And it's very slow energy. And then I have, you know, obviously, I have other people, you know, that, like some people in my family, and then an ex-husband. And right now so you have all these demon entities, these dark entities. And when we came down here, a lot of us had there was a reason why we're here. And some of these dark entities are now trying to help me. Like, hey, this guy, you know, like now, you know, when you see a person, their demon's not going to come out being like, hey, what's up? I'm Lilith. You know what I mean? Or I'm the spirit of this. They're not going to tell you who they are. But if you read between the lines and you watch how they freak out, you can tell who and what is attached to them. Now, remember, when you know you're dealing with these people, it's because there's a reason behind that, right? Why would these people or these dark entities want to attack me. You know, I'm so insignificant. I'm 5'3", you know what I mean? But it was the purpose, you know, the plan that the divine had. Hey, I'm going to send you down because I want you to show people, you know, that, hey, we exist. We're gonna, you know, you're gonna teach people lessons. You're gonna be their karma. You're gonna be their catalysts. Your job is to help awaken people. Just like whoever I'm talking to right now, your job is to help awaken people. The last card that came out on the 12th, when I did the 12th to 13th reading, my last reading, was that you guys are spiritual healers. You are. If you are watching me, we are all interconnected. There is something I'm going to give you, and you're going to go tell someone else, and you're going to help them. That is you being a spiritual teacher. That's you being a healer. We all embody natural healing skills, and our bodies can heal on its own. We don't need all these medications and the pharmacies. You know, our bodies can naturally do it. Go out into the sun, get your vitamin D. You know, I do take like vitamins, you know, like the vitamin gummies, but at the end of the day, your body really doesn't need it. And we have all been on survival mode for so long that our cortisol levels are probably super high. I know mine have been, but because this moon has been cleansing, I'm releasing a lot of that. So I've been getting puffy in my stomach area, in my fingers, and in my toes. And then in my face too. And basically allow that moon to release all that. Do breathing techniques. I have put a few out. I'm gonna try to start putting a few more. I'm gonna try to do one on Sunday because I got the day off. But today, divine intervention, the energy is still going to be a little stagnant, let's say, and it's not meant to punish us. It's meant to, because the universe has to balance out. All of these, you know, God gave all of these entities enough time and space to do what they wanted. The divine allowed these people to be high on a pedestal. They sold their souls just to what? Steal 10 grand from me, or 20 grand, or maybe $50,000. You know, I don't know what the whole deal was, but, you know, only the man upstairs does, because I wasn't in the rooms that when people were talking bad about me. You know, I've got families that don't even know me, and they talk bad about me behind my back, you know. At the end of the day, the faster, I mean, they did this just to be quickly on top, just to have that money, whatever it was that they needed at that time. And what happens when they did that? The divine allowed them to be on this pedestal. Now they think they're untouchable. Ha ha, we got you. I'm invincible. Their ego got so big. And I'm watching it with, you know, quite a few men, you know, that used to be attached to me. Their egos are so loud that I'm watching, I almost feel bad for them, but God kept telling me last night, because I did a couple cards last night, because I was like, I have a message and I couldn't quite retrieve it. And the message I kept getting was, they were not sorry, so give it to me. Even Jesus kind of came to me and he said, I can't do my job unless you do yours. So today, if anybody is attacking you, or you have people in your life that are attacking you, and they might do it in weird different ways, like, hey, we haven't spoken in so long time no see. Give it to God, give it to Jesus, you know, and let them do what they need to do, and tell them, go ahead, intervene, because they need to do their job. So, and basically the universe is balancing itself out, and timelines are now folding. So when the timeline folds, you're at a higher rate, or you're vibrating higher, and these lower entities, they're freaking out because, oh my God, you're not there. You're not giving me attention. I need something to feed off of. And they're freaking out right now, and I'm watching this because I'm not giving the attention. I said what I said. It's done and over with. You know, in my book, I've already moved on. And right now, they're freaking out. They're searching for me. And all I'm saying to you guys is the table has already been set. It's going to be a slow ride, but You will have, if you do not have clarity, you will at some point today and in the next few days. And it's going to come to you in pieces, because if the divine gave you it all at once, you would be sensory overload. Remember, all of our senses today are being heightened. So, touching things, your taste buds, your crown, your third eye. If it's too much energy, and let's say you start getting headaches, put a hat on, cover your head, okay? But that's what I have for you today. Today is divine intervention. You didn't do anything wrong. You are just, the divine used your vessel to do what they needed to do. Again, God allows enough time and space. So when people say, why do bad things always happen to good people? It's because the divine needs your vessel, because the divine trusts your heart. It knows your heart. It knows that, hey, I can send you out and you're not going to take the bait. You're not going to sell your soul to the devil. So that's what happened. That's why we met every single demon. That's why we are going to be attacked. So today, do not fear. If that even comes in you, just put your hands over your heart and have Jesus or God or whoever your spirit team is, whatever you believe in, the universe, walk with me today. Keep me protected. Keep my kids protected. Walk with my kids today. That's all you need to do. Let go and let God, or let go and, whoever it is you want to give it to, So today is going to feel eerie, but a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. These people have lessons to be learned. This isn't about you anymore. Now it's about them. Again, the tables have turned, and the ones that are at the bottom, because I'm at the bottom, and the ones that are at the top right now, they're going to have a slow fall. And when they fall, it's going to hurt them so bad. Even we are going to be like, damn, I feel bad. But don't, you can't, because it's not between you and them anymore. Now it's between them and God. God sent you down. He knew your heart. What did they do to him? Like Jesus even said, you fed me, or I was hungry and you didn't feed me. What do you think happens to those people? I was hungry and you fed me. You took me in as my own. I was naked and you did not clothe me. You did not help me. Remember that. I don't know what verse that is, but I know those were Jesus's words. But it kept replaying in my head, right? Like, especially last night, remember, these people were doing this to you. These people were doing that to you. So it's between the universe now. And for everything that they did, they threw the universe off balance, because my soul contract was to come down here, and they were supposed to join my team. Let's say the contract was that. So if they were supposed to join my team and I woke them up and I got them to turn over to be part of the divine or part of my team, or the light team, the collective consciousness, and me, I did my job, but just trying to show them, no matter how bad they hurt me, they threw the universe off balance, because they have a contract with God themselves, or the divine as well, So the universe is fixing it. And then right now what we're experiencing is like a timeline bend. So you might wake up in 2 weeks and you might have it all. The money, the everything, it can be that quickly, or it can be, but right now what I'm seeing is the slow energy. Now at some point, there's gonna be a twist, there always is. And it might just happen like this. But I already see it now. And I'm so glad that I had the hope and faith that I did. Because like I said, I had a lot of people trying to take me out. And I'm still standing. And you probably feel the same way. But just observe, be the observer today. Okay? Elephant, I forgot to read this. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. You will have the clarity, okay? Weeping willow, this might have come from your family, so you're breaking contracts and curses. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. Do not fear, okay? Do not allow these people to make you feel or think badly of yourself. You need to keep that heart pure and clean. And at any moment that, let's say they triggered you, just do this, heal your heart, okay? It's very important. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. So obviously, this has been a long journey. There is travel involved. Maybe some of you need to get away just even for a day or a weekend. Coins, money is going to be coming to you. You will be rewarded. The battle is, it's still here, but it's almost over. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and pathways are opening up. It's just a little slow, but Table, there will be hard work ahead. I've already been doing that. And I know some of you guys have too. Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. So contracts are broken. And bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. So when the universe replaces something, it does give to you. And right now, like I said, in our dream states, a lot of us are going to receive new codes and are going to be embedded in our sensories and in our nervous system. And our new pathways are going to start opening up. Again, slowly. And it's just because the universe is balancing things out right now. And tables are turning. The bottom of the deck, Whale. Great worry over nothing. We've been worried over nothing. Don't worry anymore. Do not fear and do not worry. Anyways, let's get one of these cards and then we'll just dive right in. What do we need to know for some advice today? Breaking free. Breaking free. Breaking chains and breaking free. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Also know that you are never alone. And people are going to see and they're going to be in regret because they did not know who was on your spiritual team. Remember, God is using you so that he can show others who he really is. A lot of people are going to be in regret. What else do we need to know to move forward? There is a very good change that is happening today. Today is the 13th. Just keep releasing, okay? Keep releasing. Allow the cleanse. Allow the energy just to wash over you and cleanse. Tonight, if you want to, before you go to bed, rub your hands together and just put them out and you just relax yourself and ask the universe to just keep cleansing and removing and purifying and detoxifying your body so you can receive the new codes and elevate higher. This is all part of ascending. You don't need to talk to, a lot of people might go within. You don't need to talk to anybody today because right now, today is all about karma, which is funny because it's Friday the 13th. Anyways, the universe is at work and you are getting a yes answer. Also, what I'm getting is karma are coming to those who are wearing a mask. Which they reap, they will sow. What they put out to others has to go back to them. So like, let's say they endured the spirit of whatever, greed or whatever dark entity that they allowed themselves to get mixed up with. Well, sometimes that dark entity will abandon them. And that's when they have a meltdown because they're so used to feeding off of a negative force. That negative force knows who you are. That's why he was attacking you. Now a lot of these dark forces are going to be like, you know what? We've been playing with them for so long. Hey, we need you, we're going to help you. Why? Because they think by helping someone like you, because you're connected to the divine, you have the light. Now they think they can buy some time, right? Hey, if I help you, now I won't be punished that much. I won't be getting I can get a lesser sentence because they know they're going to be judged by God. Anyways, a lot of these people who are wearing masks, they are receiving their karma, and they are going to know this. They make no mistake of that. The divine and God wants them to know what they did. Because they're going to make whatever they did to you, they're going to make them feel that. And let me just tell you, it's already started with them. And they only got a little taste of what they gave you, not the full, a little. And they can't even handle just the little that they gave you. Again, their dreams they're being haunted in their dream state right now and in the physical. That's why a lot of these people are freaking out. They are not happy. And they do not want to soul search. They do not want to dig deeper. God is saying today, just stand your stable, be in your stable foundation, because you're going to be celebrating. Today, just celebrate yourself. Anyways, if you have legal issues, you're going to be celebrating. God has a specific message for Capricorn women, or women who are the Queen of Pentacles energy. If you are a wealthy woman in your money bags, you are going to be celebrating, or you need to celebrate maybe a milestone or some kind of an accomplishment that you already did or you're about to do. Maybe you're not used to celebrating yourself and you need to. The ones that have been lying to themselves or haven't been truthful and honest, you're not going to be struggling, but you just need to forgive yourself or someone for a wrongdoing. You need to make that choice or judgment. You need to stop judging yourself, and you need to, you are going to make better choices. Once you forgive, you have to forgive. There has been a judgment call made, and yes, it is going to touch your finances because they were, it's part of a karmic clearing. So it will touch your finances. You will probably lose some money, but it's just a karmic clearing. Your priority is you will see very clearly on why things are happening to you, okay? If a lot of you are losing money at this time, it's a karmic clearing. Don't worry, the ones at the bottom are going to slowly rise to the top, and the ones at the top are going to fall. Because when we rise, we're rising in the right way and not in the malicious way. And it will stay with us longer because we didn't sell our souls. Some of you guys are waiting on a phone call that's going to change everything. The divine is asking you not to reconcile with anybody at this time. No, nobody from the past, at least. Don't reconcile. Just release. Let the universe handle it, okay? Because some of these people have lessons that they need to learn, and they did not learn it based off of you. You just put them in their ego. Now the divine and the universe have to step in because these people have to learn their lessons. The Empress in reverse, if you know someone, maybe you have a bad mom, you were raised by a bad mom, or you have a female that doesn't take care of herself, she doesn't take care of the kids. She feels like she did nothing wrong. She is being released from your energy, and she is releasing herself from you, whoever you are out there. She's got somewhere else she needs to feed off of. Contracts are broken. You are leveling up, and these people who do not want to leave this lower vibration, they have to start all the way back to the beginning. And they're going to have to do their lesson all over again with someone else. Okay? So they're going to find someone else to be bitter and jealous of. Someone else that they want to steal from. And maybe they're not going to get away with it, I don't know. That's between them and the divine. If you are an air sign, female energy, Queen of Swords energy. The fight's not over yet, so keep that sword out for a little bit longer. But keep being truthful and honest. This is your season. You have a new contract you're going to step into, but they want you to know the games have stopped, okay? So just keep being your truthful self. The fight's almost over because you're about to enter in a new contract or a new marriage, and the games have stopped, okay? Don't play, don't feed into anything, just release. If you are a earth sign energy and you are in your masculine energy, doesn't have to be male or female, and you're in your masculine energy, your message today is be careful of someone who is very aggressive. Maybe you have an air sign around you who's emotionally immature, and this person is very aggressive because they want something from you and they want you to, they're trying to manipulate you. Let me just say that. They want to put you in your feelings, but the divine wants you to know you are protected. So do not fall for the spiritual trap. This person just wants you in their feelings, but what's going to happen is you're not going to be triggered. You're not going to be in your feelings because you're going to let go and let God or the universe handle it. And this person's going to be left in their feelings. Why? Because the divine is going to step in. Also, if you are the earth sign energy, pay attention to your intuition. You are being divinely guided to something. You are being divinely guided because the woman that you are dealing with, it could be a family member or a friend, or it doesn't have to always be lovers. But this woman is very cold-hearted and she does not love you. She is the Queen of Cups in reverse, so it could be a sister, it might even be your mom. We are born into karmic families to break generational and karmic family, cycles, bloodlines. So you are being divinely guided to a woman who's very cold-hearted. She does not love you and she does not have good intentions for you. And the divine is, hold on. This is a family member of yours. They want her to apologize to you. This is a mirror effect. So basically, by her freaking out at you, don't take it personal, because basically what you're doing, you're standing in your power, you're standing in your truth. You're basically a mirror, and these people who have an entity attached to them, they can see themselves and they're freaking out. They will eventually apologize, probably not in the next couple days, but they're being divinely guided to apologize or to deliver some sort of message, but they are being exposed. Your job is to basically do nothing because you're protected. Allow the divine to step in, because the divine is exposing them for who they truly are. They are very emotionally immature. They are going to act like a child. There is a mother out here that does not love her child. She will be exposed, and she will try to apologize just because she wants to manipulate the situation. She's very selfish and she wants to get something. She wants something out of it, and I don't know what it is. Could be just your energy. Maybe she, because you are of the light and you are, walking your divine path, she sees something in you that she can't do for herself, but she can. All she's got to do is just heal. Anyways, fire sign women, or if you're in your feminine energy, you are going to be separating from somebody. It might be a family member, it might be a business, or it might be an actual lover or partner, but you're being called to separate and walk away. The secrets are all going to come out, and you're not going to be working with anybody. You need to go within and be alone for a while. You might even, they're saying don't put work and effort, and you might even lose your job and feel left out in the cold. Oh, you're going to be spiritually waking up. Good luck. It will be worth it. God is going to orchestrate and have you spiritually wake up. That's going to be very painful, but it will be worth it. And you're going to feel so honored once the cleansing and the wake up is over. Travel is high okay, this is for the collective. Travel is high. A lot of masculine energies, you might be called to travel. It could be short distance. They're also asking you, stay in your truth and do not fight with this energy. They want you to be in your heart space. Open up your heart space so that you can be more loving and kind. Also, offer yourself love at this time. What is destined and fated? The wheel is turning, is clarity for today. Some of you are not going to move forward until you get the clarity. But, remember, all souls have to have clarity for contracts to end. Just be cautious because you didn't get your wish fulfillment yet, okay? But you have to have the clarity first so that balance can be restored. If you are a single younger female and you like nature, you got your shit together, you might be guided to a fire sign because the contract, you might help this fire sign break free from a contract. Or if you are involved with a fire sign male, the contract is now broken. And the fire sign did not see that coming, but his soul and your soul both will be able to rest. Completion of a cycle. It's ending today. At the bottom of the deck, I have a very unhappy family, but they are going to do some inner work. And they do know that the person that they're involved with could be an older male. He is the emperor. He's coming out and he's doing the right thing. And he is going to block his energy from this family. If you are an emperor, maybe you need to block yourself from your family at this time because they need to do some healing and inner work. You're not abandoning your family. You need to allow time and space so things can heal. And a lot of you might receive a job offer or some sort of a stable offer today. Maybe that's the phone call that changes everything. This is what I have for you guys today. Let's go to the dice real fast. Let's see what the dice have to say. What does the collective need to know? Stay optimistic. The number 12 is significant. 12 o'clock. December, 12 days. Ooh. A lot of spiritual awakening is going to take place. Pay attention to animals. They are significant at this time. Some of you are maybe thinking about getting a pet. Do it. The number 2 is significant. That is partnerships. Balance will be restored in partnerships, in the universe. A lot of dark entities are entering empty vessels at this time. People who are insecure, that feel lonely, who feel underprivileged, that, just insecure, sad. It's like the spirit of sadness. There are dark entities are freaking out at this time. But balance will be restored. Be careful with children today. They might feel a little sad. Might have a lot because maybe it's the last day of school. I know my kids went to school today. It's their last day and they only have a half a day. They are going to be moving, or somebody's house is going to be stable, or someone is going to be buying a new house. Balance will be coming to the middle class. That was very... Balance and restoration will be coming to the middle class here. I can't believe I said that. Anyways, it's a 9, almost a completion to a cycle. So the number 9 is significant. 9 days. September? 9 o'clock. Oh yeah, the universe is going to bring in a different type of abundance, money, and the universe might be taking from the... You're going to see a lot of people fall, but you're not going to be falling, actually. You're not going to hit rock bottom. A lot of you are going to recover from a major betrayal. For me, as of yesterday, I just got some word and some messages, and as of yesterday, I was able to start healing from a major betrayal. We're talking a lot of people. And the universe is bringing in some sort of abundance and money. So I'm getting the 10 of Pentacles. You are going to have it all. Yay. We are going to end this reading because I have to go to work and start my day. It's Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. Be careful out there. Again, do not fear. Okay? Just be happy. Celebrate. Celebrate today. Because you know what? Today's a good luck day. The divine is intervening. And just be happy for the things you haven't even gotten yet. The people you haven't even met yet. There's people that are gonna love you that you haven't even met yet. Or you're gonna love them. And that to me is just so awesome. Anyways, the card that came out, I was talking about it all day, or this whole reading. An awakening. Everybody's waking up. Good job, collective. A spiritual awakening is the process of shifting your consciousness through a profound spiritual realization. It's a moment in time when you come into contact with reality, shifting existential truth. I can't say that word. You realize the truth that you are not your body, and your sense of self is shattered in that very instant. The one more wakes up, the more truth and divinity comes through. Many things trigger a spiritual awakening. This card was pulled because either you or someone you know is going to go through a spiritual awakening. This is triggered through major life-changing events. There is no rhyme or reason for why a spiritual awakening strikes. Sometimes it can just be a random occurrence in your life that just happens. There are many stages one goes through during this time. This is the most profound thing that will ever happen to anyone, yet one of the most painful things or one experiences. If you are not prepared for this, it will come to you as a shock. Just like the picture, it comes as a tidal wave, suddenly, and it was orchestrated between you and God alone. By understanding the different types of awakening, the symptoms of them, and the stages, you can try to be a little more prepared for the wild ride of a spiritual awakening. Nurture yourself and do not fight the healing process that occurs within it. Best of luck on your awakening journey. It will be painful, but it will be so worth it. Just ride it out. Many are counting on you. Patience and compassion is needed during this time. This needs to happen. And if you guys are going through one and you guys have any questions, feel free to put questions in the comments and I will answer them. I myself went through one. Mine started in 2023. It was triggered by a major event that happened in 2022 that is now actually coming in full circle as of yesterday. So I did go through the dark night of the soul. Mine was a very long process. Everybody's awakening is different because it's orchestrated between you and God, and everybody's journey is different, right? But if you have have any questions or need help with hey, what do I do with this energy? Feel free to ask me in the comments below. I have no problem giving out advice or what worked for me. And again, maybe what worked for me might not work for you, but someone else in this community, I'm going to say, we're the collective. Someone else might be able to chime in and say, hey, I know the answer to that and I can help you. Because that's what this is all about. We're all connected. We're all one. And we all need people to wake up because we need to elevate and rise the vibration of this planet right now because we are about to start a new era. And it's the new age of Aquarius. So hasn't started yet, but we are, like I said, we are sitting at the gates. And we're just waiting for that push. Once we get fully in and we got that push, remember when a new era begins, it's going to, something major is going to affect the entire world. Okay, it's going to come as a shock. Anyways, as of today, do not fear and ride the wave. Until we meet again, peoples. Namaste.